Hey to the masses. All right, we are back and it is Sunday.
Sunday fun day.
So we want to let you know everybody's past will run you away, right? So that's up for discussion.
Oh yeah.
What did you think about my past? Did you run away?
No, I'm gonna be sitting right here, doing this right here with you.
Okay, and when I think about his past, it would have ran me away. I don't know why it didn't run me away.
God kept you where you was at.
Okay,
Put
so
you in cement shoes.
We're saying that to say everybody's past will run you away. All of those singles out there that are looking for love, I want you to know when you focus on whoever it is you're dating or whoever it is have come of interest to, when you think about it, when you focus on, and when you ask your mate about their past, it will run you away. So while we say everybody's past will run you away. So not necessarily you. For example, my past didn't run him away. His past didn't run me away. His past to somebody else may have ran them away. It's somebody out there that his past would have ran them away. It's somebody out there that my past would have ran them away, right? So everybody's past will run you away, including your past. Your past will run people away. So you say, oh, I don't really have anything in my past. I'm doing great.
Until you sit down and think about it, write it down, however you want to do it. And you're like, if this was someone else and I met them, you may not deal with it.
Right.
You might run away.
Exactly.
So, like they say, no one's perfect.
Right.
Something you done or something you went through life and you didn't like it, the outcome or the choice you made or whatever it may be, that could be a deal breaker to somebody, and then to the right one, they don't care nothing about it because they like you, love you, want to be around you for who you really are and not what you went through in the past.
Correct. So everybody's past will run you away. For example, you may not have children, you may not be a father, you may not be a mother, but you don't know how to deal with money. There are men and women out there that cannot deal with people who do not know how to manage their money well. That will run someone away. That will run a lot of people away. As far as money. And then say you do have children. Say you're a dad and you have one child. That is going to run some women away. You know, I hear, it's funny because now in movies they say, oh, it's more likely than for a man to have a child, rather than it is a man that does not have any children, have not, had any children. They say that that's the norm now. But believe me, there are women that will not deal with you and a child. They just won't do it. And that's the same as it goes for single dads, single moms. That's the same way. There are men out there that will not deal with you if you have a child. They just won't do it. That's one of they don't want to do it. They're scared. They're this. So everybody's past will run you away. If you do not keep your house clean, and I know that sounds very, you see the show Hoarders. I'm not trying to say anything about Hoarders. And I know that's an extreme case. I'm just saying, just in general. You see people on Facebook taking pictures, and then you see others take their picture, and they point out what's in the background of the picture, and they send it to all their friends to make fun. Some people cannot deal with you in an unclean home or unclean vehicle, or your car's not washed. So I just want you to know everybody's past will run you away. And with that, your past will run people away, yours as well, and you will run away from others. And your present will run people away, and your future will run some people away. It's just got to be your specific mate that is going to take this walk of life with you.
And understand you.
Right. Hopefully you pick someone that accepts you for you. And pay attention to the signs as well. So if you have your first date and you and your guy that you're dating, he happens to work in finance. I'm pretty sure if you have financial problems and you do not know how to manage your money well, you don't know how to budget a checkbook, or you don't know how to do any type of budgetary anything, I'm pretty sure that may be a turnoff. That will be a red flag to you to bring up, hey, I need some help in that department. I'm glad you work in finance. I'm glad you're a financial advisor. I would need help in that. So that's a way to go ahead on and tell, hey, in the past, I haven't been able to manage my money well. I just need a little help, and you seem to be the perfect person to do so.
Perfect match.
Yep, that would be.
Could be.
Yep. So that's
But then it couldn't be. Once they start to help, they see how far off you are with your finances. Like, yeah, I can help you get your finances, and that's all I'm going to be here for. But then or it could be you're that far off, and they're like, yeah, you really do need help. I can help you. We could be a team together. I can get you where we're going, and we can, make this a better deal for both of us and succeed and become one. I mean, you never know, but you don't know until you try.
right.
You sleep, Joe. Right.
Yeah, no, you don't know what you will try until you try. So nothing beats a failure but a try. So, okay, so we talked about the finance thing. So then we talk about love. Not everybody knows how to love you or how to love. They weren't loved.
Accept love.
They weren't accept love. They weren't taught how to love. They weren't loved. And in the American culture, you think about love. When you think about acts of showing love, it's hugging your parents, kissing your children, hugging your children, telling them verbally that you love them. There are some people that have went through their entire life and their parental guardian, mother, father, grandparent, whoever it is that raised them, did not tell them that they love them. They didn't verbalize it. I guess their parents just expected for them to know it.
Or show them a different way.
Right, or show them in a different way that they could have completely missed, right? So I hear I love you, and say he didn't ever hear he was loved. He would know to say I love you. How would I know that he loves me if he didn't tell me that he loves me? Because that's how I was brought up.
Right.
For you to verbalize that you love me. If you never tell me, and that's how I know that love is shown, because that's the fishbowl I grew up in, how would I know that he loves me? But it's not that he doesn't love me. It's just that if he was brought up not to say, I love you, because it was never taught to him to show love in that way, he may be showing it in a completely different way, and you are completely missing it.
Misguided, yeah. So you got to sit down, and this is one of the things when you're going through dating that you express when you really think that you found that one. You let them know that, hey, I was growing up in a household and we didn't say I love you. We didn't really hug. Whatever it is, how that expression was shown, so that other person can understand. But then y'all got to work together, and then you make your own. So because it could be a lot where you stay together and become a family, and that's your own universe. So when you start to become a family and raise a family, you'll have your own way of doing that. So, so you don't want your kids to be raised. No one wants. I mean, pretty much we're that. Our kids, we don't want to be raised like how we were. We want to try to be better than what we were. I guess I don't know how to explain that.
No, that's exactly right.
I mean, you don't want so things I wanted when I was a kid. And it's sort of like I didn't get, but when they ask for something, it hurts for me to tell them no, because sometimes they really don't need what they ask for. But at the same time, it sort of takes me back, like, hey, I was once there and I was told no, and I know how that felt. So I don't want them to feel that way all the time, because more or less that's how I was all the time. No, we can't afford that. No, we can't get that. Your birthday's right around the corner. Christmas is coming. Yada yada yada. So I try not to be like that. You know, some of y'all are like, well, you're just not disciplinarian enough, or your kids shouldn't have everything, and they don't have everything. They have more than what they, you know, I guess an average kid, some kids have to some things, you know, when it comes to clothes and shoes and some toys. But I mean, not just us. I mean, they have a family, extended family. You know, they got uncles, aunts, grandparents. So they get showered when it's birthday time. They get showered when it's Christmas time. They get showered here and there when they do a good job to show appreciation that, yeah, you know, you passed a swimming test. Yes, you did good on that test, or whatever it is. They get shown appreciation. Plus, they get shown by love, by hugs and kisses and words of emotion. Besides just body language, they hear the words too, and they see the gift. So they get like a whole full deck. You know, it's like playing cards. You got, you know, like, there's no way you're gonna lose because I'm holding everything I need, and I'm, you know, so they getting it from everybody. It ain't just mom and dad, you know. So they hear it. So hopefully they take that. So when they get older and they have a family, they express the same way. That, you know, it's all about teaching and raising. So when they get older and they have kids, they want to be, hopefully they take that and succeed more the same way that I have. I was told no, I was told yes, I was shown this, I was shown that, and the reasons behind it all. So
Right. So everybody, so that's a prime example of his past. So the way he remembers him saying, getting told no because of financial reasons when he was younger, that's brought into our relationship, right? That's brought into our relationship as far as our children. So it has even gone that far as to how he parents the children. So during our relationship, while we were talking, we talked about how we grew up, what were the things that we remember as children. And we didn't have an actual checklist as we were dating.
Right.
We need to talk about these things. It's just kind of like it happened.
He just come up, yeah.
Started talking about his family, and then I started talking about my family and how we were raised and all that. And all that was brought up because you have to remember, dating someone, you're dating their entire, you're dating them from that time you meet them, and you're dating the same person from the past. So yes, that past is still going to be there in some form or fashion. I'm not saying people don't change. I'm saying your past has helped them become of who they are today. So again, that is a prime example of everybody's past will run you away. So yeah, that's a prime example. And we can use the example of when we first got together as far as Christmas. Like in our family, Christmas is huge, and we get so many. So we're the two opposite extremes, right? So, well, and not even that really opposite like that, but on our side, our Christmas tree is filled up so far that you almost cannot walk in the living room. I mean, it's literally hundreds and hundreds of gifts under the tree. That's how we were raised. That's how we were brought up. So again, my past, I drug that into our relationship. That Christmas, I drug that right on with me, right? That's the fishbowl I grew up in. So I brought that right on with me. And you can imagine him coming over for Christmas, the first Christmas, and him sitting through 3 hours of opening gifts on Christmas morning. 3 hours. And he's probably like, I mean, were you like, what in the world?
No, I mean, because I didn't think that, because I look forward to Christmas, because we didn't have, you know, like, we had a lot of gifts, but not like that. I mean, our Christmas tree, you know, when growing up, I mean, that was like the big thing. So that's what you look forward to, because most of the stuff that you ask for through the year or whatever it is, you're pretty much almost going to get, or get something better. But to sit there, I was excited even, you know, of course I wasn't expecting anything because I'm new, and the couple of gifts I did get, I was grateful for, because they could have just been like, hey, you can come over and eat with us. And then they open up, they do their family thing. I wasn't expecting anything. So then as the years go on, of course now 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, now the gifts are multiplying even more. And then you add another generation in, you got a baby going on, and then so now you're looking at 3 hours. Now you're looking at 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So that waking up at 7:30 and not done till 11. I mean, it's just like but now it's just like it's so many of us now. It's just like everybody just tear in, except for the kids, because everybody wants to see what the kids get. Then when it's adult time, you just try to see who they're from, tear into it. Thank you. It's just it turns into about almost a 4-hour deal, if not longer.
But when you first came out Christmas, what did you think? Your first Christmas watching us with all these gifts, were you like?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little crazy. Like, I was like, I can't wait till my turn.
So he was.
This is what I'm about to get
when I become a part of the family.
But no, yeah, it was exciting. I mean, just to see that, that much love was shown. But yeah, it was exciting. To see all that, like, you wouldn't believe, like, on the side of the couch, behind the couch, wrapped around the room, you like, darn, that's got to be all of them. And they just continue. It's like, man. So, yeah, it's exciting to see, put you back in your childhood, makes you go back to a child, even though, in your 20s, 30s, whatever it is, it takes you back to go through all that. And that's what it's all about. It's like having fun, seeing everybody else open up presents and having a good time. Back when you're a child, it's all about, what am I going to get? Did I get it? Yes, I'm saying it's more of a personal thing, but then when you get older, as my parents told me, they get excited that you ain't got to give me nothing. They get it, their present is to see the look on your face, and I was like, that's, at a kid's age, like, that's stupid. Like, you're sitting there thinking, like, there's no fun in that. When you have kids of your own and you get older and you mature, that's what it's all about. It's like, y'all didn't have to give me nothing. This is what, this is exciting by itself, because I done forgot what I done bought you.
Yeah, did we get, what did we get them? We have to.
But when you open it up, it's like, yes, I get to play with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to become a kid with your kid. But they don't see it like that. They're like, they just see it as in my parents are playing with it, but you're having more fun than them, and they don't even recognize that.
Right. You're more happy than they are.
Right.
Once you got them, yeah.
Yeah, so it was very exciting to see all that and to do it once a year.
Right. So during Christmas, what we've done is we were doing a whole lot. We were going overboard and doing all that. So we did a happy medium. So that's that both paths put together, and we brought it together and made it a happy medium for our kids. So they have. We have a financial budget. So we have a budget.
Finally.
We have a Christmas budget that we have put them on, because we have went completely crazy, right? The past years in December on Christmas, because I brought that fishbowl that I grew up in, and then he was able to help me be like, okay, can we wean that back a little bit?
She was just want everything.
I was like, they need everything. They have to have
that. That's on sale. They need that. Like, no, they don't. Like, they don't need it. Like, some things they don't got. They don't have to have. Plus, you don't know what their grandparents are going to get. I mean, they got 3 sets of grandparents. So
right. So that's a prime example.
That's 3 other houses you got to go to. So you don't know what they're going to get, even though you do talk to them, but you still, you give them a list. Hey, this is things, this is the size, this is what they looking, toys wise, whatever, but you don't know what they end up getting them.
Right. So that's a prime, that's one example for us about your past coming to you. So that's that everybody's past will run you away. I hear so many women saying, well, in his past he used to do this, or in his past he used to do that, or in his past
he did this.
Well, if you can't deal with it, then it depends on if you really like the guy. If you really like them, there's some kind of compromise that you're going to have to make, as well as he will for you as well, because your past is not perfect, so I'm sure you know that. And again, everybody is somebody out there. There are plenty of people out there that will not be able to deal with you in your past.
Right.
So you just have to be mindful of that, about what you will and will not deal with. because there are several people out there that whatever you have, they will and will not deal with as well. So that's how you get past, I guess that's how you get past the past, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, I guess it all boils down to if you really are into that person and like that person.
Right.
I mean, if you're really into a person, you can't wait to be around them. I mean, there's nothing that should make you not. I mean, the past is the past. I mean, there's nothing you can do to change that. So, I mean, you gotta like and love that person for who they are and what they bring to you and what they're willing to do for you.
Right. And so you think about extreme cases, right? So
some people can't deal with the house you live in and the car you drive. I mean, that's a present thing. I mean, they see you and then they see you, what you pull up in, and they're like, nah, that's a deal breaker. It's over with. I don't want to get to know you no more. I mean, that's how, I mean, that's shady, but it is what it is. I mean, people are like that.
And women have that really, really, really bad.
Or the car might be nice, and I come up, like Nisha said earlier, your house might not be on tip-top. Or you could be, your house is, like you're A1, and then when you get to, like, when y'all really get to 6 months, 7 months, or, depending on how fast you move and more comfortable you get, and then you come over and you find out Todd's house is really not, I mean, what happened? In the past, it was like tip-top shape, everything was organized, and now it's like socks on the floor, dirty dishes in the sink. Like, what happened? So like, whatever you bring to the table, you got to stay like, I mean, everybody going to have their time where it ain't going to be constantly perfect or A1, but what you start off as is pretty much like you got to keep it going like that. I mean, whatever you do to get with one another, you got to keep it. You can't be like, well, I dress like this, and then 6 months into it, like, you don't wear none of those clothes no more. That's a deal breaker. That's like, I can't deal with your present.
Right.
Because the past was good. See what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the past, our past relationship when it started off was great, but now, where's the high heels and the dresses that you coming out with Victoria sweatsuits and tennis shoes? Like, sometimes that's okay, but you used, what I'm saying, every time I saw you for 6 months straight, you wore none of this. Like, what happened? So, I mean, that's guys are like it. I'm pretty, and the same thing with women. Like, you never did wear a pair of basketball shorts in a 6 month period. Now, why you got a whole? Why is it every Friday, Saturday, Sunday? That's the only thing you can have on.
Right.
So
that happens too, because you get caught up in marriage. You get caught up. You get caught up. For example, my past, thinking about while I was in school, I was going to work full time, working a weekend job. So I was working 7 days a week and doing my MBA program. I'm not coming home to clean the house. I'm not going to clean up. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing anything but being on the computer doing what I have to do. So Brian had to deal with me in the past he had to meet me where I was while I was going through school. So a lot of the family duties that would be split amongst us, or however you want to say it, he had to do all of it and continue to work his 12-hour shift jobs or whatever he had, or in his job. He had to meet me where I was, and that was our past not too long ago. Last November, my last MBA class was December 1st, and I was completely done. After December 1st, I was done. But he had to meet me there, and he had me, and I was like that for an entire 18-month period. So if you can think of 18 months of you having all of the household duties on you, of getting the kids to bed, making sure they do their homework, cooking, cleaning, everything, because your spouse is in school and working full time. there you are. Not too many men will deal with that.
No.
There's a lot. No, they
Even
can't.
if they're married, they still be like,
They
"Oh,
can't
yeah."
do it. You have to. Yeah, they would.
I mean, that can cause a split up quick because a lot of men and women, like, we used to do 50-50. You chose to take on extra schooling. You knew what was going. That like a lot of men or women can be like that. You knew what you were about to get into, and you still knew what regular life had to be done. And you're not doing that no more. So I tried it, don't like it, and I'm out. But I ain't gonna sit here and say everything was peachy keen, because it wasn't. I mean, it was frustrating at first. It's like, darn, how you expect me to come home and I gotta do this, this, and this? But then, it's a learning, it's a learning experience. You got to, and she ain't gonna sit there and lie to y'all. She did help out. She wasn't just working and schooling. She do some laundry, do some dishes. Granny would come over and help out. I mean, that's the thing about family. They see you, and it's a struggle. Say what it is. It's a struggle, like, because your mate ain't there. They mind and stuff is elsewhere, and they tired. They tired fast. Attitudes pop off, and because you're dealing with a lot of stress. So on both ends. So for family to come in, help with the kids, take them where do whatever, take them to the movies, come in, clean the house, help with the housework, whatever it is, help with dinner, whatever the case may be that Granny came to do. It was wonderful because the stress was lifted off my shoulders, and I could go do something else, or I could just relax for about 10, 15, maybe an hour. And she had her peace and quiet to help speed up the process that she needed to get done that she couldn't do because of noise. But that could be, that was the past, and that could have been the end of us. But it wasn't. But a lot of other people could have been like, I ain't dealing with that mess. You want to do school, you go do school. That's you. But there's no way that I'm going to sit here and tolerate having to do everything while you sit here on your butt and do nothing. So for make money, pay bills, and you going to school, and then I got to take care of 2 other human beings and a house.
And believe me, there are a lot of wives. That's a lot of that's funny that you're saying that, because we went through that with my MBA program. There are a lot of families that look like that, and that is how they have been surviving the entire time.
Right.
The husband goes out and works, comes home and does nothing, and the wife does everything else.
Right.
So that's funny that you say that. And it's the opposite. And nowadays it's the same way. The woman goes out and works, and the husband does everything. So there are a lot of families that actually look like that, and if that works for you, that's great. But yeah, so families are different. But we just want to let you all know that everybody's past will run you away.
Sure do.
Everybody's will. I mean, and I'm not saying, and when we're saying that, we're not saying everybody, we're not saying that literally. We're metaphorically speaking.
Right.
Just like your past will run everybody away. Meaning, and we say the word everybody, meaning there are plenty of people out there that will not accept your past, and there are plenty of people out there that you will not accept their past. So it's nice to get those things out on you may want to do a self-assessment and make sure you know what you will and will not tolerate, because there's no reason for you to enter a toxic relationship knowing that you can't get past your mate's past.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you are a felon now because you did armed robbery, and now we can't get an apartment because you're a felon.
And then another thing.
But you knew they were a felon, so why are you bringing that up? Because you decided to get in the relationship.
And that you know that, you never want to throw that in another person's face, whatever it is, because you done accepted it. See what I'm saying? Like, once you realize their past, you're like, oh, that ain't a big deal. But then, say, you didn't get married, you done got married or whatever, or you didn't, months, years down the road, you get in an argument, and you can't throw that card out there. Well, you are da-da-da-da-da-da, because you da-da-da-da-da, and I'm still here. Okay. He or she already realized that. You already accepted me. You ain't got to sit here and throw low blows and bring up my past. The past is the past. Once you accepted it, you said I do, or you're in a 2-year relationship, whatever it is, that's that. Y'all start your own. At that point in time, you done started your own life pretty much. Like you're starting to mold.
Yeah.
So
you're
ain't no
playing
point.
House or whatever.
Right. Yeah. You're playing house. You pretty much probably, if you're not moved in together, you're pretty much at each other's house all day, every day, every other day, or what, you know. So you can't sit here and just throw blows like that. Once you accepted it, you accepted it. Y'all talk about it if you need to talk about it, and then you move on. And then that, you know, that's pretty much done and over with. So, yeah, once you accept somebody's past, you just can't, when it, you know, whenever the argument comes up or whatever it is, you just can't make that you know, that blow to somebody, because that ain't right. Because it don't make you look no better, because
they can.
You've been with me for 4 years,
right.
So
and I'm sure they can bring up something.
Right?
From their
Yeah.
past.
So I mean, even though you think that their past might be worse, but you know, to you,
right,
you don't think your past ain't that bad, but it is to them. But they ignore it, like they let that go, like it ain't no big deal to them, because they love you for who you are.
Like they accept you.
So they care less what you done, but you don't see them doing that to you. But it don't look like I was saying, it don't make you look like no better person if you throwing that out there at somebody, you know, at them. After you know what they've done, but you done been with them for 4 years, so that makes you look worse, pretty much. Because you've been knowing, you accepted me, and now we have a fallout, and you want to throw a blow, but it ain't really that big of a deal. But you made it that big of a deal because you brought that up again.
Right. So basically, you've wasted your time and their time, because
right.
you both could have moved on, and you wasted time, years, chances. You wasted love. You've thrown a lot down the drain, right. because you are not able to get past your mate's past. So that's one thing that you talk about that's one thing you talk about in the beginning.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
In the beginning, you need to talk. If it's something that you know about whoever it is you're interested in, and it bothers you, or you would like to discuss it, I would discuss it to try to get every detail that I can. Now, mind you, if that person does not release any details, that will be a red flag. I can't move forward, because if you can't tell me the truth, or if you can't release the details that I know and tell me why this happened, why did you rob the bank? Was it an actual reason why you robbed the bank? Have you ever thought about robbing another one? Like, have you went to counseling for that? Have you healed from that? What ways now do you make money? And a lot of men say, well, I didn't tell you I was a married man because you didn't ask. That's one of their pet peeves.
Right,
You didn't ask. I didn't tell you I was still robbing banks because you didn't ask. So there you are, getting a doggone knock at your door, doggone loud knocks at doggone 3 o'clock in the morning, and doggone FBI coming in your home, wrecking your entire house to get your mate. Lost everything. And you've lost everything because you didn't ask, were they still robbing banks, and they're still robbing banks because you didn't ask. And you didn't pay attention to the clues, and you didn't discuss it before the relationship started.
Right.
But, so we just want to just put that in y'all's ear. Everybody's past will run you away. Just like your past will run everybody away.
It might even make you run away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother one now.
Watch
out now.
We can't, because you are running from your past.
Some people can't deal with it.
I cannot. When I tell
sugarcoat it. I robbed a bank, but I wasn't in the bank.
I was outside the bank. Outside the door.
Yeah, you guilty.
Right. So, I was never an overeater. No, I had 10 small meals. They were all Snickers and cookies and cakes, but it was 10 small ones. Right? So, I mean, everybody's past, again, will run you away, and a lot of people, your past will run a lot of people away, and
there's a small amount of people that
are
won't
running
bother.
away from your past.
There it is.
All right?
We're looking for that one. Masses.
All right. BryantNishaTV.
Took the ring around the eye.
All right, right here. You see this picture of us? There's a circle or picture of us hit that subscribe. It's right there. Hit that subscribe button. Right? Make sure you watch our next videos. You see the cards and stuff. You see the exclamation point in the videos. Make sure you watch those. Alright, we're going to sing a song. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Like. Child says shower. Make sure you shower after you like.
Like, comment,
share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that thumbs up. Alright, we out, y'all. BryantNishaTV.
TV.